Right now, if you go to MEXC, make a VIP account, the link in the description, half price trading fees, and you can deposit and trade to earn up to $20,000. I want to thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution. We talk about everything crypto almost daily, jumping right into the market. Today in crypto, Bitcoin still moving sideways under the 200 simple moving average on the daily chart. Previously on this run up, it was rejected, right? Hard rejection back down to range low. You saw here it acted as support. You got this huge move to the upside. So this critical level, where you also have the 200 weekly SMA, overhead resistance, bunch of sellers stacked there. Bulls can flip this level. You're running to 30,000, potentially 31,800. If the bulls fail, lose this level, could test range low, 26,000 and 25,000. This has to hold at 20,000, otherwise 23,000, 20,000 in the cards. So you're not trying to predict this. You're purely making a trade based on, again, I'm watching altcoins because altcoins, they hit crazy multiples. Bitcoin looks like it's loading up and wants to move higher, but you've got this rising channel, or there's room for another impulsive wave higher. And if the bulls are able to regain this level, you got upside ahead. We got to talk about a lot of things on a global scale. There's things happening in Israel that cause some uncertainty in the market, and some other ideas. Will we see any kind of black swan event like we did previously with the panic situation? And so I've got some ideas. How close we are to the Bitcoin halving is very important. So I'm going to give you a couple scenarios and how I'm going to play them in this video. So stay tuned to the end. Bitcoin 4-hour chart. Again, you've seen a whole lot of nothing happening out of Bitcoin. We're still finding the bangers. Nailed some great spot picks, and Leverage Group is doing well, but the bulls have to break 28,000 and hold it. All the sell pressure here. I've got a ton of amazing shout outs to give in my trading group. We nailed Pepe Community long for 464%, Alpaca for 32%. We shorted Pepe Community for 46%, BNT for 30%. We hit, and these are in the spot long group, right? Bull market's coming. Get ready. Ride the bull market with us. We make a ton of money. 38% on BNT and 32% on Bakkt. Killed it. And then the leverage group, where we're dominating everything. 176%, 135%, 114%, 99, 76, 56, 24, 23. Again, killing it daily. You got to be in the right coins. I can help you make a ton of money in this market, period. Send me an email, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. The biggest sale in the history of this channel. 60% off and $100 or $200 off. This is the halving progress. We're over here, 86% complete. What's going to happen over the next few months? If you go back here to 2016, you were working higher considerably before, maybe even a year before the halving. It started a lot sooner than the actual halving. The panic situation crash. So after Bitcoin ran up to about 14,000, then you saw it slowly slide lower and then dump because there were terrible economic conditions because of the panic situation crash. And then it took off and Bitcoin ran from 3,800 to 65,000. And this was life-changing money. Here we are. Now, there's a few catalysts we need to talk about. Bitcoin spot ETF approval. When that happens, Bitcoin is going to act like an altcoin. It's going to take off running hard. It's a very smart idea to jump in Bitcoin. Bitcoin's going to outperform 95% of the altcoins. However, I always like to find the outliers, the anomalies as far as the altcoin go, because man, they kill it when you find the right ones. And we do it very well because we can follow the money flow. I'll teach you guys how to do that on the channel. The other idea is the United States economy is in turmoil. I saw a number where the amount of money that the United States borrowed in the last 2 weeks, if they were to spread it out per person, it'd be $3,000 per person in the United States that they borrowed. If you could just imagine, like there's so much, the amount of United States debt, all they have to do is write treasury bond down and they just, hey, you can buy US debt and they're paying 5%, $50,000 on every million. Safe play. I mean, they're not going to let the dollar fall apart. That's a devastating, that would crush the economy of the United States badly. You know, where you're getting 5% interest on treasury bonds, T-bills, you short-term treasury bonds for T-bills. So are we going to see a recession? Are we going to see any type of black swan event crash? And if we do, okay, have money on the sidelines, load up. Are we going to run into the halving? Again, Bitcoin spot ETF gets approved immediately. Bitcoin's a good move. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin decline amid Israel and Hamas conflict. This causes a lot of uncertainty, just like the situation going on with Russia and the Ukraine. And so, again, hearts go out to everybody that's been involved, and this is terrible. And markets don't like the uncertainty, right? And so are we going to see any type of black swan event based on all these ideas? It's possible. Breaking news. The monthly home payment on average in the United States is about $2,800 a month. Right now, housing affordability is at all-time lows. Since the panic situation, the average home payment is up $1,300 a month. It's an 87% increase. Mortgage rate just hit their highest since 2000 at 7.93%. You know, the middle class, lower class, they're seeing a big squeeze right now financially. And that's what the Fed is set out to do with raising these rates. Harder to buy a house, costs more to buy a house, costs more to buy a car. Right? So are we going to see the correction, and how will it affect Bitcoin? We'll be paying attention to these ideas. Bitcoin dominance. And so one idea that could play out is if this takes off, the measured move up here, I've already pulled it, is 58%. So if we get to 58%, Bitcoin is going to make a significant move, right? Do you think you're going to see the altcoins take off right before you've got Bitcoin spot ETF in the works? You got Bitcoin halving coming April 2024. I think altcoins are just going to run crazy. If this thing trends higher, altcoins don't do well. This is the bottom line. The Bitcoin bulls on the macro Bitcoin weekly chart need to break above 28,000. They've been in this red box since March 6th of 2023. Months and months and months. If the bulls can break 28,000, you could see a test of 31,800 breaks. You're looking for a good run to 36,000, possibly 40,000. On a break to the downside, then you're going to see break at 25,000. You're going to see 23,300 and 20,000. Now, this is not, let me predict which way this is going to go. This is, if this thing breaks the midline, jumping in some altcoins for short-term scalps. If it gets rejected, it's coming down here to 25,000 again. And then you're opening up shorts or looking for better prices to pick up your altcoins that you want to hold for the bull run rally, which is coming. I've never been so excited in crypto. I've got a crazy, my team right now is amazing. We're killing the bangers. It just feels good to have years and years and years it's taken to find and assemble a team where it just makes everything easy. We're finding the best coins. And again, all this is going to be covered on the channel as well. You know, the group obviously is updated around the clock, but the dollar has been on a run. And so if you look, you've got this rising channel. This is supposed to break lower at some point, but it hasn't. And if it does break lower, it's a skinny little channel. And then, I mean, do you just get a pullback to this area? If it bounces and moves higher, this would be good for Bitcoin if it rolls over, good for stocks if it rolls over. But if it bounces and runs up here higher, again, a strong dollar is not typically good for Bitcoin, not typically good for the stock market. It's like the content I provide on a daily basis. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment in the comment box. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.